has been exposed because right here we have shocking things that are really going on in the country because the Senate president has been exposed. That is Gbajabiamila has also been exposed. That is the Speaker of the House of Representatives and some others who have been doing underground work in the Senate and the House of Assembly. Well, I'll bring you more details as to the amount that has gone missing. Well, guys, you'll be so shocked. But of course, please stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell. And if you are here for the first time, yes, we love and appreciate you. Please ensure you hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to be a family right here. We love you. And guys, without further ado, let us get right into the details of this report. Let us see what is going on in the Senate. And we are Saffron Media. We give you the best, the most trending, exciting, reliable, and authentic happenings in Nigeria, especially in the area of politics and many more. So stay tuned. Yes, right here it says that Lawan was paid $2 million. That is 823 million naira, while Gbajabiamila was paid 1.5 million, that is 670 million naira, as bribes. Nigeria's Senate President Hamad Lawan and the Speaker of the House of Representatives Femi Gbajabiamila were paid in dollars millions of naira to ensure the passage of the controversial Petroleum Industry Bill (PIB) recently signed into law by President Muhammadu Buhari. It was reported and learned by the Sahara reporters that a top source told Sahara reporters that other federal lawmakers, senators, and House of Representative members also received bribes in dollars to ensure the passage of the bill. Lawan was paid $2 million, that is 823 million, while Gbajabiamila was paid 1.5 million, 670 million as bribes. The source said the payment of the monies was said to have been facilitated by the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Timipri Sylvia. Each senator was paid $20,000, that is 8.2 million naira, while members of the lower chamber House of Representatives were paid $5,000, that is about 2 million naira each. The source added, the Nigerian Senate recently passed the Petroleum Industry Bill approving 3% for host communities, despite calls from various quarters that the provisions made for host communities should be reviewed upwards. The upper chamber passed the PIB 2021 after the clause-by-clause consideration of the report of its Joint Committee on Petroleum, Upstream, Downstream, and Gas on PIB. The Senate had therefore then held a closed session with Sylvia and Group Managing Director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, Mele Kyari. Stakeholders had vehemently rejected the provisions of the bill in respect to the percentage ceded to host communities, urging Buhari to sign the bill into law. For instance, the host communities of Nigeria producing oil and gas, Host On, said it was insulting for the Senate and House of Representatives to cede only 3 and 5% equity shareholding respectively to the oil and gas producing communities in the Petroleum Industry Bill passed. The President Benjamin Tamanarebi said the PIB passed by NAS was a fruitless exercise and unacceptable to the host communities. He was quoted as saying, "Imagine for over 63 years of neglect, deprivation, and marginalization of the Oborinjins who have suffered untold hardship in the midst of wealth for the first time after many years of agitation, asking for only 10% equity shareholding and the leadership of NAS is considering 5% and 3% viewing it that they have done us a favor. This is unacceptable and we reject the offer. It is our sole right as the Aborigines. It is our land. It is our waterways. Nigeria is claiming it because we are from Nigeria state. Then why denying our rights to benefit. Right to have clean environment, right to have potable water, to drink, good hospitals, electricity, good roads, but leaving us in abject poverty in a desecrated environment without considering the UNFCCC and the CDM criteria. We will still study other areas in the bill to address it in due course. For example, Section 104, subsection 2 on gas flaring, where funds of penalty should be paid to the government. We reserve to study all sections. But it is fruitless exercise as usual, he said. In the approved bill, the Senate approved a funding mechanism of 30% of NNPC's profit from oil and gas for frontier basins. This fund is for oil exploration in frontier states. However, in reports the state referred to as frontier basins were not clearly stated. This had also generated controversies as its provision is seen to be favor of northern states where oil exploration is being carried out. In their July 5 meeting, governors of Nigeria's southern states also rejected a proposed 3% share to host communities in the petroleum industry bill. A communique issued by the governors at the end of their meeting in Lagos said the governors instead supported 5% share to the communities. However, the forum rejects the ownership structure of the proposed Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPC). The forum disagrees that the company be vested in the Federal Ministry of Finance but should be held in trust by Nigeria's Sovereign Investment Authority (NSIA), since all tiers of the government have stakes in the vehicle, it said. Also, the Pan Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF, rejected the 3% approval for the development of host communities by the Senate. The National Publicity Secretary of PANDEF, Ken Robinson, while reacting to the approval, said the government cannot transform the oil industry without transforming the communities in whose backyard the industry is operated. The region is the biggest victim of the fraudulent Nigerian constitution we are using and the lopsided nature of the country. So what's played out is what is playing out in every aspect of the country, particularly under this president, he said. A former provost marshal of Nigerian Army, Brigadier General Idada Ikponwe, said the 35% proposed as a benefit for host communities under the Host Community Trust, despite the abundant oil wells in their land, while 30% is earmarked for exploration of oil in the northern parts of the country, and the PIB is an open invitation to anarchy, he said. The idea of 3% or 5% proposed as a benefit for host communities from oil proceeds, while 30% is embarked for exploration of oil in the northern part of the country, clearly reveals arrogance, insensibility, disdain on the part of proponents of the PIB. Deeply examined, it is an open invitation to anarchy. This move cannot be acceptable to those who have borne the brunt of oil exploration and exploitation of oil and gas in Niger Delta. The president must be enjoined to reject the bill and have same returned to the National Assembly. Oops. This is tough and it's getting tough. Well, guys, that is it. Drop your comment. Let's hear what you have to say about this. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.